Ay, Dios mío. I made a thing this morning. Kind of ranted too much about it, so I didn't end up posting it. Ranted about stuff that wasn't pertinent to the actual topic at hand. But I'm back on dating sites. I'm trying to get back out there now that I've worked on myself a little bit, and there's other things I'm currently working on too. I figured I'd jump back into the dating scene, give it a good old college try. That sounds weird. Anyway, this one that I'm on is called Boo. There's like this community feature on it, and on this community feature they ask questions. Like yesterday, a whole make meaning or find meaning question was brought up, and today it was something along the lines of I don't actually think I looked at the one for today. I feel like I did, but I guess I didn't. Oh well, never mind. But see, when you're like me, you have lots of ideas. You have so many ideas. If you had all the time in the world, you couldn't possibly get out all your ideas. If I had infinite money, infinite time, I still probably couldn't give you everything I want to talk about and do. I couldn't make every movie I'd want to make or TV show I'd want to make. It wouldn't be possible, because every time I think of one thing, I think of something new. It's like a hydra of ideas. Hydria. So I'm constantly thinking. My brain never wants to shut up. And it was cool that I finally got diagnosed with ADD. I was surprised I didn't have ADHD. Like that one joke. I don't know what this HD is, but I have 80 of them bitches. But I guess I just have ADD. Which is cool. It's right. I think it's important for me to know things, because when I got diagnosed with depression, it actually helped a lot more than you'd think. Because getting diagnosed with something, knowing that it's not just in your head, because there's people out there that say stuff like that is just in your head. All you have to do is turn it off. And to know that I wasn't crazy, to what I'm experiencing is legitimate. It helped a lot, because then I could understand it better. And when you understand something better, it's easier for you to either cope or fix it. Not saying you have to fix things all the time, but for me, it allowed me to understand what I was dealing with and find ways to cope and work on it, Because I think depression can be resolved. It might be a lot harder in some cases as others, but I'm working on it. So when I finally got diagnosed with ADD, I was like, woohoo! This explains some things. It's nice to finally have some explanations of why I think and do things the way I do. I still don't know enough about what it is, so I need to do some research, because, knowing is one thing, understanding is another. I think people tend to upsell or downsell certain things, so I thought I had your garden variety ADHD, but that's okay. I'm just happy to finally have a diagnosis. Man, people don't know how to use roundabouts. And then, man, people really don't know how to use roundabouts. Anyway, so my next step is figuring out if I have autism. I'm trying to find a way to get diagnosed for that. This is one of those moments, as I talked about in my videos, where I have to learn to let things go and how I react to things. This guy in front of me, it's almost as if everything he's doing it to piss me off. He's not going through the roundabout properly. He waited until the absolute last minute to merge onto the road. And then now we're on the freeway. He's going slow as hell. He didn't use the signal. He's not using his signal to get onto the freeway. And it's like one of those moments where I really have to think about everything I've talked about. I did just kind of get a little road ragey and flip my lights at him because, I mean, come on. Getting onto the freeway at 25 miles an hour? Dude. Like, really? Again, is it worth getting worked up over? Probably not. It's annoying. It's very, very frustrating. Very, very frustrating. But just gotta about it, you know. Anyway, where was I? Oh yeah. My next step is I'm not saying I want to be diagnosed with autism, but I want to get tested for it. And from everything I've heard and read, unless I'm reading and hearing the wrong things, autism's harder to diagnose in adults, which is weird to me, but I guess. So I'm trying to find resources for that, because I genuinely want to know. Like I said, it's easier for me to understand and work on things and be productive with other aspects when I know something. So if I know I'm dealing with something that I'm not sure of, that helps me a lot, actually. It's like a new shield has been built up, and not to protect me from the world, but to protect me from myself, right? Because if I don't know why I have certain habits, I'll keep performing those same habits. If I can figure out what causes me to do something before I do something, then I can kind of keep myself from doing that thing. At least in my mind, that's the way I think about it anyway. Other people's results are probably going to vary. Maybe some people don't want to know if they're autistic or if they have ADHD or depression. Maybe they like being complacent. I don't know. Everybody's different. I'm not gonna knock anyone one way or the other. It's just for me, I like knowing. I was having a conversation with somebody about something the other day, and it turned into a whole like immortality thing, and I don't like thinking about life after death. And the concept wasn't really something known to me before I was a Catholic. Just the thought of living forever kind of really freaks me out. And it's because not knowing, right? It's because you don't know what is after death. And I just don't like not knowing things. Not having closure sucks. Not for everything. There's some things I'm perfectly content not having finality on. Like when I found out who my real father was, during my search, people were like, do you really want to know? Are you going to meet him? Are you going to ask him to be part of your life and stuff? I'm like, no, I don't care about any of that shit. I just want to know who the bastard was. You know? This dude has me and then abandons me. I just want to know. That's one of those things where, like, when I finally got my closure on who he was, I was content. Now I know who he was. He's a piece of shit. Alright. I didn't care to meet him. I didn't want to shake his hand. None of that shit. I just wanted to know. I'm kind of one of those people. Sometimes I just want to know. And I found out what kind of a person he was because of my research and finding out who he was. You know, I found articles and stuff. And I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, this is not somebody I want to I would associate with in any way. So it's good that he's not in my life. And, you know, some people have asked me, like, what's it like living without a father? And I'm like, I didn't live without a father. My grandpa adopted me. My grandpa was my father. You know, I had a pretty good father. Like that line, how does Yondu say it in Guardians of the Galaxy? I might not have been your daddy, but I sure as hell was your father. Or something like that. That's kind of how I look at my grandpa. And he was really good. You know, he was a really good dad. Every parent makes mistakes. Every parent has issues. There's certain things I wish that I would have received growing up. Like, mental support wasn't really a thing. That's one of the reasons I bottled so much stuff up. But he did a lot of good. So I'm not gonna talk shit. He was a really good father. But knowing things, you know, knowing how your brain works, how your body works, why you have the pains you feel and the thoughts you think, and, you know, knowing that stuff is really important to me. It just helps. At least it helps me anyway. I think I already said that. There goes that good old brain. I already said that. I probably said a lot of what I've said in this video like 3 or 4 times by now. Just kind of how my brain works. Sometimes it's nice to just chat. Get stuff out there. Calm down. Especially when there's people on the road that don't know how to drive. Sometimes it's good to just calm your mind, let it go. Like I've been trying to live by, that whole philosophy of just letting it go. Let it go, let it go. Can't hold it back anymore. Let it go, let it go. We'll never close that door. Oh, that reminds me. I think it was, who did a cover of that song? There's a metal band that I used to listen to that did a cover of Let It Go. I think it was it Upon a Burning Body? Or Upon This Dawning? There's so many bands with Upon in their name. Up on the hill, up on the street. Also, my tailbone is feeling a lot better. I don't know if you saw that video. It's still very uncomfortable, but I was actually getting a little worried there. I was thinking, since it's been a couple weeks, that I'm probably going to have to go see the doctor about it. But it seems, for the most part, it seems like it's healing. So I'm gonna assume that it's healing. If it feels like it's healing. I guess something could still be broken, but I don't think so. I think I would have been in way more pain if something was broken. I'm not using that damn exercise bike at Planet Fitness again, I'm telling you what. But, see, it's even with stuff like that. Part of the reason that our healthcare system in America is so stupid, because, like, if healthcare was better in America, the minute I felt pain in my tailbone, I would have gone and seen a doctor. I'd be like, all right, doc, is this just a bruise or is it a break? If it's a break, let's get it fixed. If it's a bruise, then, you know, I'll suffer a little bit. I'll just take some Tylenol every day or something. Whereas, since American healthcare sucks, no matter what, I've been suffering. So, you know, if it is actually a break, and I'm just tolerating the pain really well, oh boy. That is an undercover cop. Funny how you can tell those sometimes. See, I'm just kind of ranting. I pretty much talked about what I want to talk about, so now I'm just ranting for some reason instead of just ending the video. You don't need to hear me babble on. So, you know what? I'm going to do what I should have done 5 minutes ago.